Hello, my beautiful people. This is Val with This Is How You Do It. And I am sitting here about 12 something at night on Thanksgiving. And I was just thinking how Thanksgiving changes as we get older and the children grow up and leave home. And then they start having Thanksgivings of their own away from home. And I'm still in the habit of cooking great big meals, feast. And as I was cooking, I'm just saying this because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that feel the same way. This is where I look 12 o'clock at night on Thanksgiving Day. I didn't go through any preparation of getting myself together, um, makeup, anything, because I knew where all the children were. Um, well, I'm gonna tell you where the children were. Vincent is here in Montgomery, and Carlos was with him, which I knew if I saw him, I would lavish him with hugs and kisses, and he would be all over me. And I have a cold, and I'm still getting over it. Cause I had it first, Willie got it, and I got it back, and we're both kind of at the end of the cold. I don't know if it's at the catching part or not. I'm not coughing as much. One time I had that hacking cough. Well, anyway, I didn't want Carlos to get that, so um, Vincent is doing Thanksgiving at his house with his new family. So he has three children at the house, and and a wife, and he probably had some friends over too. Well, anyway, he just had a new baby also. I don't know if I've had him on camera, as he's still too young. Well, anyway, um, and he named him Vincent after him. I didn't want them to get sick. New baby, brand new out the womb, that kind of thing. You don't want to breathe all over them. So I told them that maybe some if I feel better, maybe way after that. So cause Carlos is here for the holidays, and so I knew they were going to do Thanksgiving at home. And Vincent called and asked how to make the cornbread and how to make the cornbread stuffing. So the wonderful thing about YouTube is I did text him back and told him all the ingredients and the measurements, and then I sent them a video. I sent him a video on how to make the cornbread with the mayonnaise, and then I sent him a video of one of my old videos that's on this channel on how to make cornbread stuffing. But then I had to put in there because other people videos showed up too. I had to put in there how to make cornbread stuffing, then Valerie Granville TV, and that's when mine came up. And so I text that to him. So I text him two videos, and then I text him the ingredients step by step um, on both of those items. Tonya has called and asked about that um, years ago. I don't know if Valdez has ever asked, but Valdez went to visit Tonya in Knoxville, so they were spending Thanksgiving together. Usually Tonya would come here for Thanksgiving, and all of us would be having Thanksgiving together. But she has a family. She has children of her own. She has two children, a husband. She has extended family up there. It would have been probably better if for me to travel up there. But then I wouldn't want to leave Vincent, so we would have had to get a van and all of us get together. But then it gets complicated when the children get older on how you spend your Thanksgiving. If they're not all coming to the home house, as they say, and in the South, the home house is a grandma house. And I'm the grandma now. My mom is passed, and Willie's mom is passed. So that means the home house would be here. So, and then people would have to find places to sleep, and those big time ones, they get them a hotel. The ones in your family that do that kind of thing. But the ones that stay at the house, they don't want to miss nothing. They will sleep on the floor because they don't want to miss nothing because they came here to spend time with the family. They ain't come here to spend time in a hotel. You got them too, so it's always a wonderful thing. Well, anyway, I was sitting here thinking. Now I went through all of that. That's not what I came here to talk about. But I went through all of that because I thought about this thing and I said, there are people in this beautiful world that's having Thanksgiving just like me, just like Willie. Now, I cooked the turkey as usual. I cooked the same amount of stuffing I would normally cook. We have devil eggs, cabbage greens because I didn't want collard greens. I started to make some mashed potatoes. I didn't go through that. We have potato salad, cake, pies. Well, cake pie, one pie. I got the Patty LaBelle pie because Willie don't eat pies. So that pie was just for myself. And I got a slice of that this morning. Anyway, whatever day it is. And then I got the cakes because it's just the two of us. I didn't bake a cake. I was going to make rose honey from scratch. I didn't do that. The cakes were the sock it to me cake, the triple chocolate cake, the Louisiana crunch cake, and the sour cream cake. Well, Walmart have all three of those in one big beautiful bundle for a small family. They have you different ones that's in one container. So I just bought it and we had all of those cakes together. But the thing, what happened, y'all? Oh, we got the macaroni and cheese. I'm sorry, didn't talk about the macaroni and cheese. Got that too. Well, the thing, and cornbread. The thing that happened, y'all, was that when I cooked the cornbread stuffing, I cooked it pre-Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving. I got a tip of the wing, and Willie got a tip of wing. I gave him probably 2 spoons of the dressing that I had made, and I probably had 2 spoons. We got some of the cabbage. We ate that pre-Thanksgiving. Do you know on Thanksgiving Day, we didn't eat any of it? Not one bite of any of it. Well, yeah, yes we did. Willie did get some of the cake for breakfast, with his coffee. And then I think I tasted the cake too because I don't really like cake, but I wanted to know what it tastes like. Well, anyway, when it came down to dinner time, Willie went to get some sugar because we love our coffee. And he went out to get some sugar. And the neighbors were at Thanksgiving at his brother's house. So he stopped there. And he said, he was going home to eat. He ain't want nothing. And then he said, I was sick, so I wasn't going out in that weather, honey. I'm trying to get well. And so everybody asked about us and stuff like that. Willie told him he didn't want anything. Then he ended up coming back, the wife insisting, take a plate with you. And he came in the house with 2 plates. And I was I'm still sleeping in the living room in the chair because we're not sleeping together still because we still have a cold and Willie's too sick for me to be. Well, if Willie got an infection, it would end up sending him to the hospital, so I'm trying to stay away from him. And so I'm sleeping in the living room in the recliner. And he came in, I was asleep, and he had a plate with him, and he handed me the plate and told me that who sent it and how they asked about me and that kind of stuff. That talk like that. And then he sat at the table to eat. And I was thinking, like, I haven't even took out what I had cooked to give any of us anything to eat. And then, but it was nice to be able to, because I wasn't feeling well, he had warmed the plate and gave it to me. It was still Thanksgiving food. And I ate a little bit off of that plate, as much as I could, and then I set it to the side. And Willie ended up putting it away. Because he's better. He's better feeling than I am right now. I look good right now. Or whatever. But and then I thought about it. And then I went in the room and I apologized to him. I said, Willie, we didn't even sit at the table and eat Thanksgiving dinner. We didn't even sit down, even with the dinner that you brought in the same space to eat. And he said, baby, I just didn't want you. I knew you weren't feeling good. It didn't matter. I didn't want you. I just sat in there. He sat at the table in the same general area. Even though I was in the living room, we were still in the same vicinity, so to speak. And he was saying that it didn't matter, so to speak. But you know how women feel this kind of guilt when things don't go perfectly on the holidays. But I had said when I was cooking that food that was too much food. We're not going to eat it all. Even if I put it all on the plate, we was going to pick over it and eat certain parts of it, what we wanted. And I just didn't see the sense in cooking like that on Thanksgiving. I still don't see the sense in cooking on that when it's just 2 people in the house. I don't see the sense on cooking for Christmas like that. I don't even see the sense in putting up a tree if there's no children around. I just don't. Even though I love the holidays and I like the spirit of Christmas, I like all of that, and it's a joy. I just don't see the tree aspect of it all. Because one thing, we don't have the money to spend just to give each other gifts. So I don't see the point of even putting up a tree if there's no presents under the tree. So I say that every year to him, but every year he talked me into putting the tree up. And I was just wondering, I know there's many other people out there like that. And Willie say, well, then, baby, you cooked enough. You ain't got to cook for several days now. But then I do a eating show. And so to have the same food in the house that's going to take us almost a month to eat, by the time we get through eating it, it'll be Christmas, and then you cook the same thing over again. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not. I'm not going to eat this meal and it take us all the way to Christmas, knocking on Christmas door, and then cook the same thing over again. I can't. I'm not. I'm just not going to do it. I could have scaled it back and made just a little bit, but I have to be trained to do that, cook for 2. Because Vincent was saying that when I gave him the recipe for it, he said, Mama, do you need all of those? Because I was telling him the soups to put in the dressing. Do we need all of them? Because it's just us. I said, well, you got a bigger family that you cooking for. But they little kids, they don't eat like that. But I gave him the recipe for when you're having a lot of people over. But I'm sure he's a cook. He could scale it back. I'm just rambling now. I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm still on the same page. But anyway, I thought I would come on and talk to you guys. I'm gonna do some with my nails. I was gonna wrap my hair and do some videos for my ASMR channel as if it's some other day. Just kind of tape several videos for them so they can come off. You can schedule your videos and they'll come out every morning, just back to back, back to back, back to back. See, it's easy to do videos like that when you're feeling sort of okay, and you can probably do several videos, and so you can give yourself a break. But that eating deal, you got to be fresh. You got to eat all your food. You got to talk to the people, and you got to have conversation. And that's a hard thing to do. Unless I take all of those meals and break them down to just eating like somebody got some sense. Don't come on with a Thanksgiving plate, or come on with a Thanksgiving plate, but then they'll see everything I have. Cause sometimes I can just come on with macaroni and cheese and something else, and some chicken or something, or some whatever. I can probably make it different. I'm a cook. I could probably think of something. I don't know. Well, or some cabbage and cornbread, just like they're eating it with my fingers. They'll look at it. I guess. Child, you just don't know these days. I started to do a live with this, but I didn't know if I would get all of what I'm trying to say out. And I do want to thank the Lord for this year. Thank Him for all the blessings that He stored upon us. Thank Him for the children being well and healthy. Thank Him because we brought them to the point where they can have their own Thanksgiving. Because I was brought to this point where I had stopped going to my mom's house for Thanksgiving, and I started having a lot of people come to my house for Thanksgiving. And that's just growth. That's just the way it's supposed to be. And I appreciate the Lord that my children has gotten to that point. And I would love to see my grandchildren get to that point, and great-grandchildren. But I thank the Lord. I'm thinking about my age now. But I just praise God for all of His goodness. And I'm praising Him for the change of time also, because this just like a chapter in life that we all go through, and that we all face when the children leave home. And they've been away from home for a while, and they usually try to come back home for the holidays, but they get to the point where they're old and they don't want to stay at home and just enjoy the holidays at their own house. That happens to all the kids. So if you're out there and the children are not with you for the holidays, it's the way it's supposed to be. Be grateful that God has brought them to that point, and that you are blessed to see them have their own traditions, their own holidays, their own get-togethers. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. We just have to learn not to cook so much. And we don't eat like that no more. We don't. I just do it on camera on another channel. But I don't eat like that in real life. I be off camera for a long time. And sometimes I forget to eat. Willie say, baby, you ate yet? I'm going to say, well, I had some. He said, that was breakfast. We ain't nothing all day. He be wanting to eat then. That's what it's time to get some. Get out of the habit of trying cooking. There's some in there. Get you some. Oh, you didn't see that in there? Yeah, and I have been in had stuff in there. You sitting here waiting on me, child? Yeah, I get him some. I had some in there for you. I ain't forgot you. Oh my goodness. I just thought I'd come on and talk to you guys about that. What you think? Happy Thanksgiving. What should I call this video? Thanksgiving without the children, or Thanksgiving alone? Would you consider Thanksgiving alone if you got your both parents together? Would you because when I say alone, I'm counting me and Willie as one, not me and Willie as two people. When I say Thanksgiving alone. Because he doesn't have the kids either. We're just here. We're not truly alone. We have the spirit of Thanksgiving here, which I mean the Lord. We have each other. The children call. We talk to them today. I was still needed on how to make the famous cornbread stuffing. And I have a legacy of videos, not only for my children to watch, for my grandchildren to watch. I have videos on here that's labeled family. And I just grabbed those that had the kids in it and put them private. That Carlos and Zaire, because YouTube got this new thing out now that you have to say whether your videos are made for kids, and I didn't really know what that mean. So I took all the children videos and put them on private. And some of them with Valdez and Vincent, when we ate at the table together, and when we had the I think the shrimp boil on the porch was one of them too. When Vincent was singing the love songs, y'all remember that? I think they're on private too. So if the children ever wanted to look at those videos with them in it, with me, they can go to it because I have family on them. Everybody don't have an opportunity to do videos like this. And if they ever leave this world, their children can look at those videos on any subject. Like when y'all say that when I talk to y'all, there's so much words of wisdom and knowledge in what I say. I think that'll be there for my kids to watch also. And they will probably play the right video at the right time. It'll be meant just for them. Because these videos are forever now. I have seen people pass that were on YouTube and their videos are still up. I don't know who gets the proceeds from it because they already set up an account. But you have to pay taxes every year. So I don't know how that works, for as what happens with that. I don't know if YouTube just start taking it or is it willable? Because the longer a channel stays up, videos start getting millions of views and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure how that works. I don't know. I guess that's when you need an attorney, huh? Well, you guys, I guess it is a good thing to have one because if you really think about it, you think about all them folks that passed like Red Fox and different people, and then they didn't have the right lawyers and stuff, and then they family end up with nothing because they didn't take care of business. Just something to think about. Because right now, there's not a lot going on with the channel, but a person is not really recognized mostly until they go on, child, sometimes. I mean, famous people. Some of them anyway. Well, what I was going to do, I was going to fix myself up and whatever, but I done rambled on and talked. And then, I don't want to bore you. But I do want to get myself together. I want to fix myself, do something with myself. I really don't want to wet my hair, but I do want to do something to it. I'm looking at this moisturizing cream here, but anything you put on your hair, it's if it's not greasy, it makes your hair wet. If y'all saw me on that pre-Thanksgiving video, which I didn't stay on long, I was sweating. Sweat was just popping off me. I was sick. I wasn't feeling well, but I cooked anyway. And what I mean by sick, I'm just talking about a cold. Some kind of way I got a cold. I don't even understand it. But anyway, I'm still trying to get over it. And I'm better now. I'm a lot better now. Let me see how this cream is. This cream right here, I got from the hair store. See that? Well, it's not cold. It smells good. It smells like you just wash your hair, which I would love to wash it. Feels good. I need some nice brushes that, because I was using woolly brush, now I don't know where it is. And this brush right here, I got because I thought it would be like a Tonya teaser, and it really just pulled the hair out. I don't like it. When you try to put it in your hair, it actually snags your hair and pull it out. And I don't know how I misplaced the brush. You get to a place where I'm in the room now. I could place something down in here, right now, and I'm sitting here, have a mood, and lose it right here. This is the craziest thing. Is that getting older too? And life bringing about a change? I just fixed my nails. Y'all didn't see that. I was sitting here and I glued on those nails that had popped off during the last video. I didn't put it on then. And that's one thing about getting off camera also. If I get off camera, I might not finish doing myself. I'm going to get off of this because I wanted this to be about Thanksgiving. And I'm going to cut this off. I may cut the camera back on. I'm not really sure. If you see me like this, I just cut the camera back on. But